Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 278. I can't believe there have been that many show and tells. So, um, before we get rocking and rolling here, I do want to apologize. I know I'm looking a little pale. I'm not sure what happened here. I am filming late, like it's pushing 9 o'clock at night right now. So, like, we're filming very late in the evening, but I have a full face of makeup on, and I'm looking at the camera right now going, I look sick. I feel fine. I don't know why I look sick. Until I turned on the camera, I didn't really realize like that's how bad I was looking. I'm hoping it's just most of my makeup has rubbed off over the course of the day, and that's not actually what I'm looking like. So it's been a very active couple of weeks. I am filming this Saturday night. Looking at how my week is going to line up for the next possibly 9 days, I'm going to be out of town too. One, to have a medical procedure, and potentially another two. So I wanted to film while I knew I had time, because I am actually looking at this calendar going, I might not have another whole day where I could even do like a video. So I am kind of jamming all of this in really quickly. So the vertigo has mostly resolved. I still have some shaking going on, but it's not like it was, for the first 10 days of dealing with the vertigo. So for the first 10 days, it was constant, massive shaking. I had vision framing, but no vision loss. I didn't have any like center circular swirling or anything like that. But I would just all of a sudden feel like I was on a roller coaster ride, and it was very exhausting. And then you constantly have the feeling of like this heavy brow with the framing. So like if you've had migraines, you probably know what I'm talking about with like the framing. But unlike with my migraines, like I had no peripheral vision loss. So this was like really, really weird. So when I saw my GP on Monday, he gave me meclizine, which made it 9 million times worse. I don't know how people take Dramamine for motion sickness, because I wanted to do nothing but sleep for about 48 hours after taking just one dose of meclizine. Plus it made the vertigo worse because it made me dizzy on top of the vertigo. So it was like a compounded ugh. So the other thing he sent me home with to do was the Epley maneuver. So I will say, if you have unresolved vertigo and there's not like some other thing going on that you can identify, try the Epley maneuver. So a lot of us will have calcium crystals that will dislodge in our inner ear. And it's the kind of thing like an ENT can be a little bit more forceful with the maneuver, but you can do the Epley maneuver at home. So I did it at home 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. And I have to say, the first time was very unpleasant. I had this weird pulling sensation on the back side of my sinus on the right-hand side, and it felt like my sinus connecting to my inner ear. There was this very unpleasant pulling, throbbing, fuzzy kind of feeling. And then on the left-hand side, there was like this popping sensation in about the same place. So I don't know that I don't know that I had a calcium crystal necessarily dislodge, but something in there redistributed by doing the Epley maneuver. That reduced it, like the first 3 times actually reduced the vertigo by about 50%. And since then, I've gotten it down to about 90%. So significant improvement there. I never had nausea with it, although my stomach did kind of get a little weird with the Epley maneuver, to be honest. But yeah, definitely recommend that. You can Google it and it'll pop right up. There are plenty of YouTube tutorials and shorts on how to do the Epley maneuver. Definitely recommend giving that a shot if you have an undetermined vertigo issue. Coffee, definitely mandatory. I did have a couple of you guys also ask about my dental appointment, because I told y'all on screen that his recommendation at this time is to talk to a facial surgeon, myofacial surgeon, about Botox in my jaw. So the question that I had for him was, what can I do to help relax the masseter muscle that's not Botox or wearing like a night guard all day? Because I can't talk through a night guard. And he said, really, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do. So what had happened is when I was in high school, I had braces, hence the nice straight teeth there. My parents invested and their investment paid off, except for my childhood dentist was not a very good dentist. And while we could see on the x-rays my wisdom teeth were impacted, he opted to not remove them. He said, I've never seen a patient that wanted to have surgery so badly. And I'm sitting here going, I just spent 4 years with a bunch of metal in my mouth because I didn't have Invisalign. I had the glued on bracket. So not the 70s, ring on every tooth, but glued on brackets still. And I didn't want to have to go through doing that all over again. So I never had my wisdom teeth taken out until a month after my brother's wedding, my baby brother's wedding. And it's because I actually degloved one of the half ruptured wisdom teeth. And the surgeon couldn't believe that, I'd gone that long with my wisdom teeth still in my head, because I had one set that was fully impacted and one set that partially erupted but never broke through. My adult dentist didn't want to do anything because he was afraid of creating more problems in my bite. But by not taking those wisdom teeth out, as they did try to rupture, it rotated my bottom teeth. So my midline does not match. And that also means my molars don't go together. So I don't just clench and grind. I have to use in how my body perceives the gap in my molars. I have to use a lot of tension and stress in the jaw muscle to hold my teeth together in the back to have a relaxed face instead of, that's me having to hold that together back there. In doing that for many years now, I'm starting to get headaches that radiate from the jaw area. With the vertigo, I will obviously not be doing anything Botox or anything like that. I am hoping that when I go to see the surgeon, probably in the next 6 weeks, that they'll have a different option for me. But as it stands right now, that's probably what we're going to have to do eventually. I am worried. Sometimes you can get bleed over in the inner ear area there, and I'd prefer not to deal with that. So that's what the deal is with the jaw. It's if you have jaw pain, you can feel me on this one. The night guard, I do have to say, has been a game changer in a number of ways. But while I have very healthy teeth and almost perfect teeth, where they're messed up, it's in a very unfortunate way to comfort. And now that I'm starting to get headaches from it, I'd rather go ahead and take care of it now before it gets worse, even if we do something temporarily to just train my body to not do that constantly, because it's not a conscious thing that I do anymore. So that is what that was all about. So that catches you up on everything medical that I've had imminently right here in front of you guys. So projects. I didn't watch anything new. I haven't been able to walk outside, so I haven't finished my book. I am reading A Head Full of Ghosts. Audiobook, but anyway, I'm not sure how I feel about this book, so I don't want to talk about it much yet. It's one of those that could go either way. I don't think this is a book that's going to have lasting power as far as relevant reading, just because there are too many things that are very current eventish in present current event timeline. I don't think, we're just long enough out from when the book was written to where it almost makes the book feel dated. it's one of those, I don't know if the references will age well kind of thing, unfortunately, but we'll see how the rest of the book goes. Hopefully, after this next week, depending on how it pans out, I will have an opportunity to do some outdoor walking, do some knitting and crocheting while I walk, and finish my audiobook, and we'll have that. We're now in college football season, so that's actually why I'm filming tonight. On top of like everything else, I didn't come up here and film this morning because I knew Troy was going to be downstairs watching ball games. So it is not our game tonight, so I'm not going to bother. But it's LSU Clemson. But it's a real football game, so. That is what happens in our household. So let's dive into the basket of goodies. I've spent 10 minutes just jacking at you guys, and y'all only partially care about that. So anyway, on to the WIPs. So I do have a new WIP to share with you guys. I'm very excited about her. Well, I guess it's him. But my eldest grandson's Christmas blanket is now underway. I do actually have the next 3 hexagons ready to join in, but they're attached to their balls of yarn down the hall. And I figured I would make this easy for myself and just bring the 3 that I have joined. So I am planning as of now to fill in the gap so it'll square off this blanket. Whereas the Kaleidoscope Hexie, I'm not going to fill in the gaps with that one. I'm going to let it just be the natural border. So this is using Hirschner's Worsted 8. I'll have to put the colors on screen. I know it's lime, but I can't remember the color names for the orange, the gray. This one might be gunmetal, actually. I keep calling the other one gunmetal, but I think that one's medium gray. And then I think it's aqua for the blue, but editing Carrie can deal with that. She can look it up. Next on the docket, let's talk about the Winter's Embrace blanket. So I had planned on following this along in the cowl, the way she did the cowl, where it was like rows 1 through 30 or like week 1 and 31 through 60 were week 2, yada, yada, yada. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think I'm going to be able to A, keep up with it, but B, it's either an all or nothing thing. So I did frog it. So we did restart it. And it's because the tutorial that I saw for the linked single crochet, like the first 2 that I watched, were all talking about doing the stitches in the back loop. And of course, like mine was just not looking right like hers. And it's because she didn't stitch into the back loop. So I did go ahead and frog everything out and restart it. So now we are on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm started 6. So you can see actually this is where I was before. So I'll have an extra set of ends to weave in there because I decided to just cut the yarn and work back my progress because it was too much to just leave hanging out. But that's my progress so far. Yeah, that's all I got. And this is still the Fintex yarn that I pulled out of my stash. Oh, well. I'll just drop it in the floor because I forgot how little room I have on my desk right now. I have a bunch of stuff stacked up over here that I need to take care of. Between the reorganization progress I've been making over in the paper crafting area and trying to get in here and find certain things and get certain things cleaned out of here, I've made myself a little bit of a mess. Next, I will put a picture here of the progress that I have made on the Dragonfly Mile a Minute. So this is the only project I am giving myself at least the extra 24 hours to work on here. So I am taking this on a car ride tomorrow. I have not worked on this most of this week, so I did want to have some progress to share with you on the Dragonfly Mile a minute. So this is my eldest granddaughter's Christmas blanket. And I'm very happy with this so far. I am really hoping by the time I get done with these strips that I'm not like, because that's going to be impossible to take apart and do anything else with. So anyway, I should get a lot of that. I should get a lot done because that'll be 3 hours in the car tomorrow where I can work on this. And I intend to actually really focus in and work on this. So once again, best laid plans, but that's the goal right now. Up next, I have had time to work on my Christmas socks. I have not been working on these. So the last time you saw them, we were down here halfway through the first green row. Now we are on the next green row here. So I have been taking these to my appointments. If you haven't noticed, I did get my ears lowered. Unfortunately, I am not doing this haircut any favors because I did my hair and makeup. Then I cooked dinner. And so my hair is like completely flat, but it's super cute. I'm just not doing it any. Actually, let's just go ahead and clip the bangs up like I normally would. Boop. I'm going to get used to not seeing my forehead though. And that's going to be the problem because I love the idea of bangs, but especially now that I wear glasses, they kind of tend to get in the way. And you can really see, like, I don't know how that's going to come out in the final picture. I'm just saying, definitely look like I've had a long day. But anyway, I worked on this. My hairstylist daughter forgot her cello. Now, bear in mind, her daughter's like this tall and a cello is this tall. So she forgot the instrument that's it's bigger than she is. So she had to turn around and take her daughter her cello. And then her son had also missed his ride to school. So she had to go take him to school as well. So she texted me. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm running late. And I was like, honey, I got my knitting. Don't worry. I kicked my car seat back and I got, I did most, I finished the yellowy or not yellow, greeny gray row here and then half of the red row. And then when I had my GP appointment, I had finished the green and worked the rest of the white there. So this has been in my purse and this is kind of like my travel project right now. I did order a Cascade Heritage Green that I think is going to work to do Troy's toes for his socks. So I am actually hoping this week I will get those cast on. That way at any given time, I can be at different points of both pairs of socks and I have a better chance of getting both pairs done before Christmas. So, because I'd really like for us to be able to wear our matching Christmas socks this year. I know it's stupid. I know it's dorky. I know it's ridiculous. We're not that couple. We don't do the matchy-matchy thing. We're normally not cute like that, but I really want to do this. So we have a finished object. So you guys, I'm so excited. It's done. So that is now 3 out of 10 blankets done. I have one granddaughter's blanket done, 2 stepsons' blankets done. I've started both grandsons' blankets, the other granddaughter's blankets. Both daughter-in-law's blankets are started. So I just have 2 stepsons that still need to have their blankets started. I will put up a picture here so you can see what it looks like laid out on the floor there. So this is Hirschner's Worsted 8 in black, something green. So I keep saying green, but then the last skein of this that I used had a different name on it, and it's like Kelly green or something like that. Then it's medium gray, lime green, and then the black again. To join the squares, I followed Hooked by Robin's continuous join as you go for granny squares. Then I came around, I did 1 row of single crochets. Well, I did 2. We have 1 row of granny stitch that is part of the join. Then I did another row of granny stitch. That way we have everything's 2 rows of black going around the squares. Then I did a row of single crochets, and then I did a row of reverse single crochet just to give it a slightly firmer edge. I used a size H hook for the entire project. So I am very excited about that. So Project Christmas Blanket is still moving forward. We are taking hunks off as we go. So I started this July 25th and I finished it August 29th. Tori's birthday was the 28th. So yeah, the 29th. So yeah, very excited, very happy with that. I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. This is one of those projects in my head. Once I had the color palette, like I knew there was no way for this project to not work, but I didn't see the project. I couldn't see the final project. And then as soon as I started joining it, I was like, she is pretty. Like this really did turn out very nice. I love how the color combination came together. And it's one of those, it fits a lot of different decor styles, but it also like could be masculine or feminine. It could lean either way. Like it's very neutral. I don't know. I really like how it turned out. Now we'll just see if he likes it. That'll be the next order of business. Pippin is laying by the door, giving me like a scowl. If he's still there when I'm done filming, I will snap a picture and that'll be part of the pet tax here at the end of the video. But I do have one more thing left to share with you guys, and that is Happy Mail. Lauren did let me know that she was sending me something for my birthday, which was absolutely, once again, not necessary, but very grateful. The lady that was cleaning up the front area of the post office when I came and got my package was kind of laughing at me because I looked like a little happy penguin trotting out of the post office with my little box. So she did, once again, make a beautiful card. I love this paper, by the way. And I like the way it feels. It's very smooth. I've been working with a lot of faux watercolor texture cardstock. And so like the super satiny paper feels really good. And I like your little balloon sticker too. So in here, let's grab these in order here. So we have the Spooky Town Halloween Club number 6, October 2024 leftovers. Although these are pretty plump leftovers. These feel like they're more than 50 grams. Did you mark the inside of the... Not this time. I might have to do some weighing here because those don't feel like leftovers. Those feel pretty plump. And the other one here is Pumpkin Pails. Yes, I read that right. Pumpkin Pails. And that's Halloween Club number 7, November 2024, 12 stripe repeat. And that is this one. Oh, and I forgot to share the skein code too. This is Halloween. Apparently my niece is really into Halloween. I have not gotten a chance to go see her since she was itty bitty teeny tiny. And now she has like her own personality and is doing her own things and has her own opinions. And she is really into Halloween and spooky things. So Auntie Carrie sent her a bunch of spooky stuff. And I have a little thing that I'm wanting to do for her. I've just got to figure out how to do it. Because unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to see her before Halloween. We've been trying to make a trip work out, and it just has not happened. But I did send her Jack Skellington wearing a pink suit. And I also sent her a cup that looks like my ghost cup, except it's toddler sized. So anyway, she also sent me some point protectors. So we have some little fall ghosties. They're not quite Halloween ghosties. They're just fall. They're ready for a pumpkin spice latte. Ghost for any season, right? Then we have some cat and dog. Oof, there we go. Paw print. And then her favorite, and then my favorite as well. I like these quite a bit. We have Schrodinger's cat. That's so clever. I love it. So thank you so much for my birthday gift. I absolutely love it. These are definitely, I would have been happy with just the point protectors. The point protectors and the card, because I do enjoy getting your cards. So anyway, that is everything in my basket of goodness. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastic day. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit long. I spent way too long talking at the beginning of the video, but anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.